West Ham Fan TV outside. Baz, mate, that's embarrassing, isn't it? No fight, no desire.
You watch them walking around with their hands on their hips as well, right? It kills me. I think one player possibly had something to take from the game today, Declan Rice. I think he was at fault for the second goal. Yeah. But the only one who tried throughout the game. I stood at the front, little kid come over, trying to get a shirt at full time, and Artovich walked over. He grabbed my hand. Generally, the people that backed me up. And his words to us, sorry.
I think Marshy just said that.
So sorry. And Zabaleta as well. Our own players are saying that.
Yeah.
But right, what I don't get, I said it last week, you set up with 3 at the back and 2 wing backs. How the fuck do you get away with playing Ever and Zabaleta? 2 weeks on the trot. Every side has come at us from wide.
Yeah, the thing is, mate, I mean, before kick-off, I mean, obviously losing Collins and Ogbono's a massive blow, and then...
And Fonte a week ago.
Yeah.
I see David Gold before and asked him. And I asked him, is it true that he left because of the Dagenham and Redbridge thing? He said, no, he's gone for money. He's gone to try and earn a lot of money. Why are they not letting go? Why do they say you can go and we'll lease you or loan you back till the end of the year? We're in shit.
I know, mate. And then you look at, I mean, this Andre Ayew, let's pick him out. I mean, best game I've ever seen him play. Like,
it was going to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's always,
it was always going to happen. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
It was always going to happen.
Yeah.
And that goes to show, but I've said before, and I've said even at West Ham, playing through the middle is a danger. Playing him out wide is wasted. And that's what we used to do, left wing. He ain't a left winger.
No. I mean, I see us, there was a time 2-0 down in that first half, and I'm looking at Lanzini, and Noble's got the ball, and Lanzini's just hands on it, walking around. He didn't even look like he wanted the ball.
Right, again, right, you look at that front three, Lanzini, and Artovich, Hernandez. Why the fuck is Hernandez in the 2 behind an Artovich?
I don't know, mate.
He's the forward.
Yeah.
Let them 2 fucking work and win the ball and feed you.
Yeah.
He ain't got the legs.
He's
Hernandez.
the poacher. He's the poacher. He's the goal
I don't get
scorer.
it, and it hasn't worked. And mate, on paper it's fantastic, but it doesn't work. The time it worked was at Huddersfield away when you had Check up there with an Artovich and Lanzini. That's when it worked.
Yeah.
Someone with a bit of height to win a header. They don't win headers, Hernandez and Lanzini, and that's what we were doing today.
I mean, where do we go from here, Baz? And I know we keep saying it's a must-win, but Burnley now is a must-win, and they got a good result today against Everton.
I don't think we'll beat them.
It's going to be tough, mate. They're a tough team to break down.
They're too organised. We can't beat sides that are organised, and we can't play against teams like unless we get a very early goal and get a bit of momentum. We can't beat them because we don't know how to break teams down.
I mean, today was a massive opportunity for us to pull away from the bottom 3. You know, give us a bit of breathing space. But like I said on Marshies, I see 11 fighters, 11 warriors, 11 people with passion. They was all wearing white. You know, there's all Swansea City players.
And they needed to win today as much as us. We needed to win, and we had 1 out of 11 turn up.
Yeah.
1.
I mean,
that goes to say something, and it takes till half time to realise, well, it's 3 halves because there was 2 halves at Liverpool that ever wasn't working. How many times was he caught out?
Yeah.
And it's continuous, and you know next week it'll happen again.
Yeah.
For me, when Reid goes injured, why does Czech not go in that back 3 and Cresswell gets out on the left wing? We're playing Antonio. Now listen, I think he was shit, but he ain't a left winger or a left wing back. But so we're getting on his back.
2 goals in 2 games as a sub. You know, does he deserve a start next week?
Should have started today.
Yeah,
Hernandez should have started at Liverpool. But it's again, it's favourites at this football club and it's names that get picked. Diafra Sakho will come out and do a statement, and he will tell you exactly why. Yeah. And there again's another reason who gets picked and why they get picked.
What about? I mean, next week I think I'm right in saying Masuaku's back, so obviously he comes straight in.
I think he misses next week.
Is it? I thought it was
his last game next week.
Well,
I think.
It's disappointment, but they've got to change it up a bit next week. I mean, what would let's talk about Adrian. Would you drop him, put Joe Hart back in?
If Joe Hart was in goal today, if Joe Hart was in goal last weekend, every newspaper in this country would have been slagging that man off. Every single one. Everyone. And he must sit and think, what have I done so wrong? I'm watching it every week. Yeah. Adrian has got to command that 6-yard box, and he doesn't.
Adrian done the same for me last season. Randolph had a few bad games. He come in, he had a couple of good games against the top boys, and then he makes mistake after mistake after mistake.
It happened with both keepers last year, didn't it?
Yeah.
With Adrian and Randolph. They were just swapping all the time, you know. And you don't get confidence, you don't get consistency from that continuously happen. And as I say, I know he's playing Adrian, and Joe Hart started shit, no doubt about it, but he was in a shit side then. That side had no confidence. They wasn't winning football games.
In front of him, didn't he?
Everything was wrong, you know. That formation now may suit Joe Hart. It may do, you don't know.
And the thing is with Joe Hart, he commands the box a bit more and he's very vocal than Adrian. But I'm not going to put all the blame on Adrian today. Like you said, for me, one player stood out for West Ham.
There was 10 bad players.
Declan Rice, I mean, the one thing I want to say is, how did Andre Ayew not get booked today? 8 fouls I counted.
And his brother.
Yeah.
And his brother.
I'll tell you what, if you watch them closely, Andre Ayew's obviously said to Jordan, getting Nobles here, wind him up, and they've done that.
And they've done it, of course they've done it. And they've
it.
succeeded. But you know, that's good gamesmanship, or no, good tactics, not gamesmanship, good tactics. They know how to work, so we don't. We're fucking naive. Know what we do? We've got Patrice Evra. He's won the Premier League in the past. We play him left wing back. They'd be scared of his name. No one's scared of a 36-year-old.
Don't worry, mate. It'll be Monday morning. He'll be sitting in a black taxi somewhere making all jokes, and everyone will be loving it.
What a man. But let's be realistic. It's what the football club need. And when you're in times of trouble like this, put Cresswell left wing back. You have to.
Yeah.
You've got to play to your strengths. He isn't a strength of ours.
No.
Zabaleta right wing back. He's not a strength to us.
No.
He's a strength to us as the holding midfielder because he's clever. He can read a game. He doesn't need the legs. Let him in that role where he ain't got to run around for the whole game. He'll just sit and he'll go along the line. That's what you need him. When you play in the back three, you have someone protecting him. Today we played three with protection of Noble and Coyote. Coyote was shit, Noble ain't a protector.
Yeah.
Simple as that for me.
Baz, no mate, I couldn't have said it better myself, mate, but look, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
You're welcome, thank you.